Actually, Srimati Sucandra Dasi from Willambar met the devotees in 1999. First saw Gurudeva in 2001 and got Harinam by phone in 2002, but actually met Gurudeva in 2004 and took Diksha in 2005. And I think Gurudeva was instrumental in her moving from Bali to Australia. Here we go.
I'm from Australia, Malambimbi, and I'm really happy for the opportunity to glorify Srila Gurudev. I know that I'm the most unqualified disciple of Srila Gurudev, but I will still try to glorify Srila Gurudev just for my own purification. Tandrapana. Gaurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Oma Gyanati Mirandasya Gyanan Gyana Savakaya Chaksuru Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. I offer my unlimited obeisances into my Harinam and Diksha Guru Nityala Pravista Om Vishnupad Astotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Gosvami Maharaja, and the same unlimited obeisances to Nityala Pravista Om Vishnupad Astotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj. And also I pay my obeisance to all the assembled devotees that present here. I was met Srila Gurudev in 2001, but somehow I grew up in Bali, and Srila Gurudev came to Bali in 2001. It's around 1999. I was come to a point of my life. I was really smashed by material suffering, and I was praying really deeply to God that time that please guide me to you. And I think a few months later, I met a devotee. Got a job in one of the devotees' factory, which is Ananta Krishna Prabhu. He's from Denpasar, and I was working with there. And then my first job was printing a Srila Gurudev lecture, and because the lecture was in English as well, so I was helping Ananta Krishna to translate as well. And he explained the philosophy of what does it mean on Gurudev lecture, because I have no idea. I mean, I was grow up in Hinduism, but it's whatever Gurudev gave, it was completely different from what I knew of when I was learning about my Hindu religion in Bali. And after some time, I have that connection, by looking at Srila Gurudev pictures and then Srila Gurudev lecture. That time it was, for me, it's very, very, I found it's very high and very strange. Srila Gurudev is, that time, the lecture was about gopis and about Krishna's pastimes, which was, for me, it was quite foreign. In Hindu, in Bali, we sort of know that Lord Krishna was around in Mahabharata war, but he was, we only regard him as a friend of Arjuna. And so for me to actually come across that he was actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it was quite hard to conceive at the start. But the way that Srila Gurudev, but I have the attraction of his Harikatha was really deeply at the start, and I start reading a few of his books. My English wasn't that good, but yeah, Ananda Krishna was kindly explain it, and then yeah, it was really, really nice. And I have all these questions all over the years, and when I read Srila Gurudev lecture, I just found it's like, yes, this is it. It has all the answer that I was looking for. And after some time, Srila Gurudev came to Bali in 2001, and somehow I was really scared to get a darshan of him. I was still eat all the abominable things, and I wasn't quite ready, and I didn't really know what to expect. And yes, and I just thought in my life, maybe I will start myself to become a vegetarian before I actually meet this great personality. But every afternoon we are all like all the workers going to see Srila Gurudev in a gathering in a temple. And the first time I saw him, I was really struck with his just very illustrious personality. It was really, really, I would just found it's like the first thing that's come in my heart, it was like his God. And I would just fall in love to him straight away. And I really want to know a lot about him. And then he stayed for about a week in Bali, and then every afternoon he will give a class. He did also morning class, but I was working, so I didn't really go in the morning class, but went in the afternoon. And then yeah, that was the start. And I didn't get darshan that time, so I just thought, okay, I'll leave it this time. And unfortunately, after that, his visit into 2001, he's actually never come back to Bali. And I was really, really sad, because I was, at the end of year 2001, I was feeling that I was ready, and I'm start already vegetarian, and I was ready to take Harinam from him, but he never come back. So in 2002, I think Bhakti Vedanta Damodar Maharaj, he was Radhanath Brahmachari that time. He was arranging Harinam over the phone, because none of us can go to India to meet Srila Gurudev, or even anywhere else. We can't afford it. So he arranged telephone Harinam to almost like, I think it's about 15 devotees in one room. Srila Gurudev will have one room in that temple, and then we all sitting there, and then Srila Gurudev give you instruction in there, and then announce our name at the end of the Harinam initiation. So that was really good, and I was so grateful. And then after that, I would start chanting, I was already chanting, but not quite 16 rounds. But after the Harinam, Dr. Gurudev said, no, you have to do these 16 round minimum. And then, so we all really, but I wasn't happy, because I want to see him personally. And I was keep crying while I was chanting. All I was thinking is, I would like to see Srila Gurudev, meet Srila Gurudev in person. And by 2003, I was actually end up married my husband, and he's Australian. And I didn't even know that Gurudev actually do come to Murwillumbah, Australia. So. Which is 45 minutes from where I live at the moment. And yes, in 2004 I came to Australia and moved into my husband's house, and met Srila Gurudev at the first time. And when Srila Gurudev saw me, because he never really see me in person, because we did a Harinam on the phone, he said to me, "Oh, who are you?" And yes, and then and I actually get, and I said, "Look, Gurudev, I was initiated by you by phone," and he was really happy to see me. And then, but I said, I want to reinitiate it in front of you, and then he actually did it that year. So that was really beautiful. Yeah, I was really glad that I come to Srila Gurudev Association and the family in God Sisters and God Brothers in Krishna Consciousness. I found really, really very different than other group that I have been. I didn't have many groups, but just a few different groups that I have been. Also, when I was talking to one of American devotee, Radhikala Didi, I said to her, before I was joining, before I was even interested, and I said, "How come you're interested in Krishna consciousness?" And then she said, "This is I never found a family that everyone love each other just like in Krishna consciousness." And she said, and I said, "Oh wow, it's a very nice reason actually for you to be together, because that's what's supposed to be the real family for." And then she said, "Yeah, and then you basically in Krishna consciousness, you got everything you want. You have fun, you dancing, you have the prasadam, you have all the siddhantas you need, you have the guru, which is your eternal well-wisher, and basically anything you can ask for to be happy in this world." So yeah, I'm really feel really grateful. And then since then, I found that Gurudev just pulled me out and then give so much opportunity. He put me in Australia. I was praying for better association there badly, and then I came to Australia, and then he put me under a guidance of Mekhala Didi and Brajabalaga, which is really, really, they really give a lot of basic things, because I don't really know a basic Vaishnava etiquette. And then and then Srila Gurudev was saying in the letter, you have to take shelter of Prabhupada disciple, that's what he did to me. He sent me to one of Prabhupada's senior disciples. So I was really, really happy about that. And Srila Gurudev also inspired me to start translating here and there, and I haven't done much of it, but I would like to do it a little bit more now. And yes, and I have a lot of questions about my religiosity and Hinduism in Bali and stuff like that. But Srila Gurudev, it's like just given everything basically, and I just found it's like I was reading Bhagavad Gita for a long time, but I didn't really get anywhere. I don't even know what the goal was and things like that. But Srila Gurudev was actually given everything. He clarified everything. He cut the jungle. I mean, 20 years later, I finally realized a little bit of his teaching. It's like how amazing what he has given us. And I just can't thank him. I can't thank him enough. Like he always say, you can't even repay me. It was so grateful. All the beautiful parikram that Srila Gurudev, he just given everything. Really, someone like me that really unqualified to actually, unqualified to receive even anything, even is to be in Krishna consciousness, but he just like pull anyone without qualification. He was so merciful. So thank you. I think my time is running out. Thank you so much. And I'm just really grateful to know all the senior Vaishnavas and all the association of the devotees. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Oh, I think I just pressed the wrong button. Haribol. Stop share. I think we're still live streaming. Hope so. Haribol, that was delightful. Thank you, Sucandra. I will drop you a message. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? None of us are qualified actually to receive Krishna consciousness, but our gurus are qualified, so therefore we are qualified in that sense. That's the thing to remember. And that can also give us confidence when we're doing seva, maybe seva that feels like it's a bit beyond our qualification. We can, if we hold on to the lotus feet of our Gurudev, then we can be qualified to do anything actually, as has been seen many times.